Welcome back to Game 2 of the 2017 NCAA Southeast Regional Region Number 1. Game 1 was a barn burner if you didn't tune in. North Greenville, the number 4 seed in the region, the number 8 seed in the Southeast, took down North Georgia by a 2-1 score. That means North Greenville will play the winner of this ball game. We have Lenoir-Rhyne playing Limestone. Lenoir-Rhyne, the number 2 seed in the region, number 5 seed in the Southeast. Lenoir-Rhyne, the number 3 seed, the number 5 seed in the Southeast. Limestone, the number 2 seed in the region, number 4 in the Southeast. Both teams come into this ball game with very good records. Lenoir-Rhyne 46-11 on the year, Limestone 43-11. So Lenoir-Rhyne with 3 more wins than the Saints from Limestone. And it's a game that will see offense meet defense, as Lenoir-Rhyne come in with the 3rd highest team batting average in the nation, as they are hitting .363 as a team. That's number 1 in their conference. And number 8 in the nation in scoring with 7 runs a game as well. They don't hit a lot of homers though, averaging less than a homer a game, but do average almost 2 doubles a game. So that tells you maybe not a lot of power up and down the lineup with the ability to put the ball over the fence, but they do have a lot of players with a lot of doubles, and the 3 and 4 hitters in the lineup. Sarah Kinley, Sydney Landreth, two players to watch out for. They have a combined 15 homers, but on the year a combined 43 doubles. Kinley hitting .438, Landreth hitting .382, and with the wind blowing right to left, so the wind blowing out to left field, some of those doubles might be turned to homers with the help of the wind. On the flip side from Limestone, we'll see what should be a pretty good pitching team as well. They come in number 2 in the conference, number 22 in the nation in earned run average. The team, they are averaging 1.92 earned runs a game as a team, and they'll be led on the mound by Courtney Smith, who is 17-5 on the year, a 1.90 ERA. And she will be on the mound as we are about ready to get started here in game number 2. Erin Boone will come to the plate for Lenoir-Rhyne and lead it off. She's playing center today, wearing number 12. Batting second, playing right, number 22, Christina Walker. Batting third and catching for Lenoir-Rhyne, number 7, Sarah Kinley. As that pitch finds the outside corner for strike 1. Batting fourth, playing first, number 4, Sydney Landreth. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 21, Madison Carter. Batting sixth, playing third, number 23, Mackenzie Cates. Batting seventh, playing second, number 5, Madison Poe. Batting eighth, playing left, number 3, Dakota Keller. And batting ninth, the designated player, number 1, Cassie Healy, as that ball is hit to center. And a nice catch made out in center by Emma Swearingen for Limestone for out number 1. So a quick out for Limestone here to start this ball game. That'll bring Christina Walker to the plate for Lenoir-Rhyne. Walker's a .326 hitter on the year, no homers, 25 RBIs. First pitch, high for ball 1. One-0 pitch here from Smith on the way. That ball is hit to short. Play made by Thornton. She'll throw to Turner at first for out number 2. So quickly 2 up, 2 down, and good job there from Smith to get Boone and Walker at the top of the lineup, because between the 2 batters for Lenoir-Rhyne at the top, a combined 25 stolen bases, so good speed. And now you have the part of the lineup that drives in the runs. Sarah Kinley, the catcher, coming to the plate. She's a senior, hitting .438 on the year with 11 homers and 54 RBIs. First pitch here, up and in for ball 1. And the pitch here finds its own for strike 1 to set the defense for you for Limestone, left to right in the outfield. It'll be Bailey Mabry in left, Emma Swearingen in center, and in right, will be Caroline Hill. At the hot corners, at third, Sierra Shelton. At first, Sydney Turner. Up the middle, Sam Thornton and Shay Reynolds. Behind the plate is Macy Parker as she completes the battery with Courtney Smith, who's able to get a 1-2-3 inning for Limestone. In the top half, they will come to the plate for their first at bat in the bottom half of the first here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
There are over 480,000 college athletes. Only 2% would go pro. That means over 470,000 will not get a shoe contract. No autographs. No private jets. No fan clubs. No Hall of Fame inductions. Instead, they will walk away with something much more valuable.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun, no one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub, with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
And Limestone come to the plate here in the bottom of the first, looking to get on the board. Courtney Smith for Limestone able to throw a scoreless top of the first. So their offensive lineup looks like this. The left fielder Bailey Mabry will lead off, followed by the shortstop Sam Thornton hitting second, hitting third in right field Caroline Hill, batting fourth in center Emma Swearingen, batting fifth the catcher Macy Parker, batting sixth playing first Sydney Turner, batting seventh the designated player Tori Nolan, batting eighth playing third Sierra Shelton, and batting ninth playing second Shay Reynolds. Bailey Mabry comes to the plate, 372 hitter, 2 homers, 16 RBIs, and the count a ball and a strike there. The numbers in the Limestone lineup not as gaudy as they are for Lenoir-Rhyne at the plate. Only 2 hitters in the starting lineup hitting over 300. Mabry one of them, Caroline Hill, a 3-hole hitter, the other one. There's a count of ball and 2 strikes here on Mabry, so they'll really need some production from other parts of the lineup. In fact, looking at the 7, 8, 9 hitters, only a combined 8 RBIs between the 3 of them. So it'll be up to Sydney Miller to really shut down the top of the lineup, who seemed to do all the damage for Limestone as that ball chopped foul down the third base line. And backing Sydney Miller up on the mound, left to right in the outfield, it'll be Keller, Boone, and Walker. Cates and Landreth at the hot corners. Carter and Poe up the middle. And Kinley behind the plate with Miller completing the battery. Sydney Miller for Lenoir-Rhyne, a 14-7 record, a 2.30 ERA on the year. As that ball hit to short, and the play will be made by Carter to Landreth for out number 1. So a 6-3 ground out starts the day at the plate for Limestone. That'll bring Sam Thornton to the plate, a 218 hitter as a senior with no homers, 10 RBIs. And the first pitch here, ball is hit into center field. Coming on to make the catch is Boone for out number 2. So quickly 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the first inning. And that'll bring Caroline Hill to the plate, who leads Limestone in RBIs, homers, average, 384 hitter, 9 homers, 50 RBIs on the year. It's a Limestone team that is number 3 in their conference with a 294 team average. First pitch high and away for ball 1. Scoring-wise, scoring less than 5 runs a game. So we've got this 6-run average to 4-run average like we saw in Game 1. We saw a pitcher's duel there, so we'll see if the same holds true in this ball game. If it's anything like Game 1 that finished 2-1 in favor of North Greenville, we'll have quite a game for you folks to enjoy here in Game 2 of this regional. And the 1-1 pitch on the way. That ball is hit into left field, so a nice job of hitting the ball where it's pitched with 2 outs by Hill. She'll be on first with 2 away as Emma Swearingen will come to the plate, a 280 hitter with 7 homers, 41 RBIs. So you have 4 players in a Limestone lineup with multiple home runs. Bailey Mabry with 2, got Sidney Turner, the first baseman, hitting 6th with 6 homers. Hill and Swearingen with 16 homers between the two. But other than that, no home runs in this lineup. And in fact, the 3, 4, 5 hitters and 6 hitters make account for most of the runs driven in on this ball team as well. So we'll see if Limestone can get some production from the bottom of their order, as in postseason play, sometimes to get the win, you need to get some production from places you have it for most of the season, as back-to-back singles here for the Saints. And looks like Hill was caught leading too far off of second, so after the single, she is thrown out at second to end the first. We're through one complete quickly here at Haynes and Carolyn Hill Stadium, and it's scoreless here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Softball Championship, May 25th through 29th at Moyer Park in Salem, Virginia. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
It starts right when you hit the court. You imagine your finest moment. The game-winning shot that gets you to the dance, a monster dunk or no-look pass, and cutting down the net. Sports lets us dream of our own success and prepare us for our finest moments on and off the court.
So Courtney Smith back on the mound for Limestone here in the top of the second, was able to get a scoreless 1-2-3 inning with a couple of flyouts and a ground out in that first inning. Smith comes into the ball game with a 17-5 record, an ERA of 1.90 on the year, making her 28th appearance, 23rd start. She's thrown 13 complete games, 140 in the third innings, pitched 121 hits, 48 runs, 38 of them earned, 59 walks, 102 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .234 against her, so not really a big strikeout pitcher. Really, neither pitcher in this game is. So to be successful, they'll need to make sure the other team puts the ball in play, and we'll need some help from the defense as well. First pitch high and away for ball one. At the plate, the 4-hole hitter, Sydney Landreth for Lenoir-Rhyne. She's a .382 hitter on the year with 4 homers, 54 RBIs. The pitch here has popped into foul territory and just over the screen and bounces up a couple of rows here in the grandstand. The count even at a ball and a strike. At this Limestone team, they're in the top 20 in fielding in the NCAA, so a very good fielding team, and need to do so with their pitchers not really striking out too many batters, as evidenced by Smith on the mound, 102 strikeouts in 140 innings, and looked pretty good, and getting a couple of flyouts and a ground out to start the top of the first inning. And the 2-1 pitch is on the way here. Fastball over the outside corner, and the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Landreth playing first today. Also has 22 doubles on the year for Lenoir-Rhyne. It's ranked 4th in the NCAA and number 1 in their conference, as that ball is hit in the air deep to right field. And the catch will be made out and right by Hill for out number 2. For out number 1. So 1 away. And Madison Carter will come to the plate at shortstop, hitting .383 on the year with a homer and 37 RBIs. First pitch on the way to Carter. Over the heart of the plate for strike 1. So a .406 on base percentage, slugging .497, has 37 RBIs for Lenoir-Rhyne. And the 0-1 pitch is on the way. Ball is hit foul down the third base line, so quickly 2 strikes on Carter. Lenoir-Rhyne team only averages about a stolen base a game, so not really a running team, as that ball is caught at short by Thornton, angling nicely into left field for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down, and Mackenzie Cates will come to the plate, hitting .301 on the year, 8 homers, 46 RBIs. And Lenoir-Rhyne lineup, as we mentioned, very gaudy numbers. Only one player in this lineup not hitting over 300. They have 4 players with 7 homers or more. You have 2 players in the 3 and 4 parts of the lineup that are in the top 5 in total doubles nationally. So it's a team that's well balanced, have speed at the top. They've got a little bit of speed with the left fielder Dakota Keller at the bottom part of the lineup, have a lot of power in the middle. So it's a balanced lineup that Courtney Smith will have to deal with today for the Saints. The 0-2 pitch outside for ball 1. So far she's gotten 4 flyouts and a ground ball, but getting all those flyouts can be a little bit dangerous with the wind blowing right to left as it is right now. And the 1-2 pitch is hit in the air, foul down the third base line. We'll get over the dugout, get on to Bob Stein Stadium, where University of North Georgia, who's hosting this regional, play their baseball games. That stadium backs right up to Haynes and Carolyn Hill Stadium here. And the 1-2 pitch is hit foul down the first base line. The stadium here, affectionately known as the Hill, is 205 down the lines, 210 into the gaps, and 220 to straight to dead center, and probably about left center and right center, about halfway in between there. Well, halfway into dead center. In the middle, there's a little bit of a raised wall as well, so a little bit tougher to hit a ball out to center where you have a normal sized wall heading toward each pole. Two-two count here to Cates. Righty-righty matchup. And Smith calls for time, didn't like the set of signs she was getting there, so she'll call time and back out. She's only walked 59 hitters on 140 innings, so in and around the strike zone, and usually gets the opponent to hit her pitch, as that pitch low for ball 3, and the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away to Mackenzie Cates, as the Bears of Lenoir-Rhyne looking to get their first base runner of the game. The 3-2 pitch. And Smith takes her time and delivers, and it's low and in for ball 4, so there's a rare walk handed out by Smith. Cates will head to first as that's the first base runner of the game for Lenoir-Rhyne. Bring Madison Poe to the plate, hitting .357 on the year, a homer, 26 RBIs. with a 403 on-base percentage, 434 slugging, and lefty-righty matchup here. First pitch on the way over the outer third for strike one. You look at this Lenoir-Rhyne team, they're number 3 in the nation in batting average, but if you look at their individual numbers, they don't have anybody that ranks in the top 30 nationally in batting average, so it's a team that is truly deep from top to bottom, and that evidenced by Poe batting in the 7th spot with a 357 average. So pretty tough to go and try to find an out in this Lenoir-Rhyne lineup. No balls, 2 strikes here, though, as Smith seems to be handling the challenge with ease. The 0-2 pitch down and away for ball 1. And the 1-2 here is hit in the air into right center field. Swearingen will make the catch for out number 3. And so Lenoir-Rhyne once again turned away in the top of the second. We head to the bottom half of the inning, still scoreless here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
This is why we love sports. It's in the way they play, free from the pressures and all the money talk. Playing for simply the love of the game, where everyone has a shot at their definition of success on and off the field. This is what we love about sports, and what we can still love about college sports.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
And due up for the Saints, 5, 6, 7 in the order, as Limestone was able to get back-to-back singles with 2 outs in the bottom of the first, but the 3-hole hitter, Caroline Hill, picked off rounding second as she got too much of a lead rounding second and was unable to get back in time. She was retired 9-6. And so it'll be Macy Parker to lead off, freshman hitting .283 on the year, no homers, 16 RBIs. Pitch finds the zone at the belt on the outside corner for strike 1. 2-1 pitch hit to short. Carter going to make the catch to throw to Landreth for out number 1. You look at this Lenoir-Rhyne team, it's another team that has a low ERA. Their team ERA under 2 with 1.97, but they are most definitely an offensive team. First pitch here finds its own for strike 1, and that means it'll be important for Sydney Smith here to keep the ball down, throwing 146 innings. Doesn't walk too many batters for the Bears, 47 walks in those 146 innings. Doesn't strike out too many batters either with those 56 strikeouts. But she has a pretty good defense behind her. Here, number 21 in the NCAA. So we've got some good pitching and some good defense on display here in this regional this weekend. We saw a barn-burning 2-1 game in Game 1. And looks to be another pitcher's duel here in Game 2 as well, as Sydney Smith on the mound and Sydney Miller on the mound, Courtney Smith for Limestone, both with strong starts to the game. And a 1-2 count now on Sydney Turner, who's playing first today. It's a .280 hitter on the year, 6 homers, 33 RBIs. One of the power threats in the Saint lineup. Full count pitch is hit in the air into right center field. That's going to get down and get to the wall. And a nice play made out in center by Boone. She'll get the ball in, but not before Turner's able to get to second with a one-out double. So Limestone with their third hit of the ball game. This one coming with less than 2 outs. And that'll bring Tori Nolan, the designated player, to the plate. So the senior hitting 178 on the year, no homers, 3 RBIs. Steps into the box with a runner in scoring position, less than 2 outs here. And the first pitch on the way. That ball is hit to short, and a nice play made by Carter, but her throw high, and the ball will not get into the Lenoir-Rhyne dugout. Coming to score is Turner. Heading to second is Nolan, as it'll be an error that allows the runner to score and the runner to head to second. So it's Limestone who are able to get on the board first here. Have a meeting at the mound as well. And it's Lenoir-Rhyne led by head coach Sheena Holler. Amy Yates, the head coach for Limestone. So a rare error made by a very good fielding Lenoir-Rhyne team leads to the first run of the ball game. And that'll bring Ciara Shelton to the plate. Shelton's a .095 hitter on the year. No homers or RBIs, just 2 hits and 21 total at-bats this season. She's making her 9th start, 13th appearance of the season for the Saints. And the 1-0 pitch is fouled at the plate and looked like it might have been fouled off her arm as well. Looks like she's okay, but the count even at a ball and a strike now. Ball is fouled off down the first baseline. And the count a ball and 2 strikes now in favor of Miller on the mound. One-two pitch fouled off down the third baseline. Shelton's getting her first start since March 26th at Coker. She finished that game 0 for 3. And the 1-2 pitch is fouled off over the first base dugout. And the 1-2 outside for ball 2. And once again fouled off down the third base line. This Limestone team at the plate won their opening game of the Conference Carolinas tournament. They lost to a North Greenville team we saw in game 1 by a 4-1 score. They came back and beat King 4-1, but lost to Pfeiffer University, who are in the other NCAA Southeast region as a 7th seed. That ball hit to second. Throw made to first for out number 2. Heading to third is Nolan, 2 away. As it'll be Shea Reynolds to come to the plate. Reynolds is a .255 hitter on the year, no homers, 5 RBIs. So another runner at third for Limestone. If they can bring in the run, they'll double their lead. They already took the lead this inning on a throwing error by the shortstop, Carter. And the pitch, high for ball 3. So Reynolds way ahead here in this at-bat. Lefty steps into the box. Bailey Mabry on deck for Limestone. That pitch finds its own for strike 1. 7 walks on the year for Reynolds. Only struck out 4 times. And the 3-1 pitch is popped up, foul territory, and the play not going to be able to be made by Landreth at first, who gave it a look and hustled over there, but just enough foul territory to keep that ball from being caught. Full count pitch with 2 away here. And here is the pitch. Ball is hit into left field, but Keller, who is playing extremely shallow, able to make the easy catch for out number 3. But Limestone able to get a run on an error and take a 1-0 lead as we are through 2 complete here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
The American dream to me as an immigrant means having the opportunities that my parents didn't have. Being the first one in my family to graduate, it meant everything my parents sacrificed for me to get to this point. It was paying off.
Estoy muy orgulloso de Michael por haberse graduado de colegio.
My path to a college degree would have been completely different had I not had a scholarship. It would just relieve a lot of the financial burden.
Think of the NCAA as a marching band. We wouldn't stop with halftime. We'd be full-time, celebrating student athletes in everything they do. Okay, so don't think of us as a marching band. Think of us as a spirit squad. Well, just know we're always there for student athletes.
1-0 score here in favor of Limestone as 8-9-1 will come up for Lenoir-Rhyne in the other Southeast Regional going on. Young Harris picking up the 2-1 win over Armstrong in the first game of that regional. In the second game, currently in the 8th inning, as Pfeiffer and Carson Newman are tied at 4 apiece. Both teams scored single runs in the 7th inning. First pitch of the inning here to Killer. Swung on a miss for strike 1. So Pfeiffer and Carson Newman will keep you updated on that one and let you know the outcome of that ball game as well. And the 0-1 pitch about to be delivered by Smith. And that ball is bunted in the air, and a diving effort by Shelton at third. She's not able to get there. Count now, 2 balls and 2 strikes as Keller with some new life in this at-bat. And the 0-2 pitch is delivered. And it hit the batter, it hit Keller, who will head down to first as Lenoir-Rhyne able to get a hit by pitch to start the inning. So Lenoir-Rhyne team made a run in the South Atlantic Conference tournament. Won their first 2 games, but then lost to a Carson Newman team that's a 2 seed in the other region, and then lost to Coker as well by a 4-3 score. Both teams here in game number 2 able to get a couple wins in the conference tournament, but ultimately came up short trying to get to the championships. As the 0-1 there, high and away for ball 1. And at the plate, Cassie Healy, a .311 hitter for the Bears with no homers, 4 RBIs. First and third in for Limestone. Anticipating a potential bunt. The pitch here. Bunt shown, pulled it back for ball 2. Good job there by Healy of pulling the bat back. And now the pitch. Bunt shown, cut on and missed. The throw down to first, not in time to get Keller down there. But Healy unable to get the bunt down, so 2 strikes. Speedy runner and Keller at first. See if Healy decides to try to bunt here as well. And the 2-2 pitch on the way. She watches strike 3 sail over the outside corner for out number 1. First strikeout of the game for Courtney Smith. So a huge out number 1 as the runner is kept at first. Flip the lineup, and Erin Boone will come to the plate. She flew out to center her first time up. Very speedy runner as well at a left-handed batter's box. And the first pitch here is outside for ball 1. Also a pretty high average, came in with a 443 average out of the leadoff spot. And the 1-0. Ball is fouled off into the netting, and the count even at a ball and a strike. Boone with a .511 on-base percentage, gets on a lot for the Bears, and looking to try to get the runner over here. Shows bunt, pulls it back, and it's a foul ball, just barely, as Shelton over at third. That was really close to whether she was going to touch that ball on fair play or not. She ultimately touched it in foul territory, so the count a ball and 2 strikes. Boone will now go into emergency mode. Smith stares in. Gets a sign and will deliver. Ball is hit in the air to center field, and the catch will be made by Swearingen out there for out number 2. So a pair of flyouts to center for the Lenoir-Rhyne leadoff hitter today. 2 away in the inning now. That'll bring Christina Walker to the plate, who grounded out to short her first time up. And the first pitch delivery, high and away for ball 1. And bunt shown, runner will head to second, and that's going to be a stolen base for Keller. So that'll be steal number 9 of the year. Runner on second now, 2-0 count, 2 away. So Walker picked up 4 hits in conference tournament for Lenoir-Rhyne. Those 4 hits came in 13 at bats, so a little under 333 for the tournament. 3-0 count here, though. And the pitch finds the outside corner for strike 1. A great pitch regardless of 3-0, 3-1, 3-2, as Courtney Smith able to paint the outside corner with a fastball there. Still a dangerous count, though, for Walker. It's a very speedy runner at the plate. 3-1 pitch on the way. That ball is chopped back to the pitcher, and the play going to be made by Smith. Throws to Turner for out number 3. So Lenoir-Rhyne able to get a runner to second, but they strand the runner there. We're through 2.5 innings, and it's a 1-0 score in favor of Limestone here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Hey, Banks. Have a seat and let me make you uncomfortable. Up those grades, son, or the only position you'll be playing in college is sitting on me. You're still awake? Have a seat on old Mr. Bench. At least your buns will fall asleep.
Is this the one about the high school hotshot who gets benched in college?
Hey, man, T, move down.
It's a tearjerker!
Think of the NCAA as a spirit squad, cheering for student athletes at every big event and every small one. We'd be there in the classroom, at graduation, at their first job interview. Okay, so don't think of us as a spirit squad. Think of us as a mascot. Well, just know we're always there for student athletes.
And back here in the bottom of the third inning, Limestone with the top of their lineup coming to the plate. Be Bailey Mabry to lead this inning off. She is 0 for 1 with a ground out to short. Very speedy base runner for Limestone as well. That's the trend for both teams. Speed at the top and the bottom of their lineups. Well, they do have speed and pretty good numbers. Mabry with 23 of 25 in stolen bases. Don't really steal that many bags a game. Only 1.24 stolen bases per game for Limestone. Is at the 3-0 count now to the Saints leadoff hitter. As Sydney Miller back on the mound. He's given up an unearned run, and that's been the only run of the ball game so far. And the 3-0 outside for ball 4. So leadoff walk to a dangerous base runner. That'll bring Sam Thornton to the plate, who's 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. First pitch lays down a nice bunt. Play made by Sydney Miller. She throws to first for out number 1. Heading to second is Mabry. So the Bears able to get the first out of the inning, but allow the runner to get to second in the process. And Caroline Hill at the plate, who singled her first time up. First pitch here, down and away for ball 1. Hill picked up 5 hits in the conference tournament for Limestone. Comes in hitting the ball pretty well. 5 hits came in 12 at-bats. Drove in 6 runners as well in that tournament. As the 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. It's fooled a little bit there on that pitch, and the count a ball and 2 strikes now to the 3-hole hitter for Limestone. Leads the team in RBIs with 50. And the pitch here outside for ball 1. Actually, that was ball 2 outside, so the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch on the way. That ball is ripped The second baseman, Poe, going to make the throw to Landreth for out number 2. So productive at bat, allows Mabry to head to third. Hill grounds out 4-3 after the single, the bunt, we got a ground out. So runner at third, 2 out as Emma Swearingen comes to the plate. She singled in the first inning as well with 2 away. First pitch, high and away for ball 1. Hill and Swearingen went back-to-back with singles, but Hill, who was just retired on that ground out, was picked off of second base after rounding the base a little bit too hard, got too far off, and was retired to end the bottom of the first inning. And the 2-0 here. Yes, hit in the air into right center field. That's going to get down and get the runner in. Rounding first, heading to second is Swearingen, and she'll be in there with a 2-out RBI double. So Limestone able to add another one here in the bottom of the third inning. They lead this game by a 2-0 score. And that'll bring Macy Parker to the plate. Parker is 0 for 1 with a ground out to short. And the first pitch over the plate for strike 1. Parker came in a .283 hitter. She picked up 4 hits in the conference tournament. High and away for ball 1. Drove in 2 runs against King University. And the 1-1 pitch on the way. Over the inside corner for strike 2. So ball and 2 strikes now for Sydney Miller, who has given up a single run for the second inning in a row. And will look to get the out here and stay out of, well, stave off further damage in this inning. And the delivery there in the dirt. Ball 2, the count even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. When you say in the dirt here at Carolyn and Haynes and Carolyn Hill Stadium, I mean it proverbially, as it's an all-turf field here. That ball is popped up in front of the plate, and the catch made for out number 3 by the catcher for Lenoir-Rhyne, Sarah Kinley. So after 3 complete, Limestone now with a 2-0 advantage here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Celebrate the soggy shoes and the slow starts. Celebrate the lessons learned along the way. These are the wins. Not the shiny, nail-biting kind. These are the last a lifetime kind.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
And it'll be 6-7-8 due up for the Bears here in the top of the 4th inning. Find themselves down 2-0 after Limestone have been able to score single runs consecutively in the 2nd and the 3rd inning. It's no runs, no hits, and error for Lenoir-Rhyne. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for Limestone. Courtney Smith back out on the mound for the 4th inning here. So Sarah Kinley will come to the plate, as it's actually the heart of the order that's due up. Kinley is 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And the first pitch here, just off the inside corner for ball 1. Courtney Smith has done a good job of holding this Lenoir-Rhyne offense at bay. An offense that averages almost 7 runs a game. 1-0 pitch. Just missed the inside corner once again. And the count 2 balls, no strikes. Wind continues to blow. Looks like it's actually blowing in now, favoring the pitchers more than the hitters. The 2-0 missed outside for ball 3, and quickly 3 balls, no strikes on the number 3 hitter for Lenoir-Rhyne, who came in with a .438 average. The team lead with 11 homers, tied for the team lead with 54 RBIs. And the pitch high for ball 4, so 4-pitch walk. Starts the inning off for the Bears with the heart of the order coming up. Kinley will be on first. And that'll bring Sydney Landreth to the plate. She's 0 for 1 with a fly out to right. Picked up a hit. And 12 tries in the conference tournament for Lenoir-Rhyne, so a little bit of a struggle for her there. And the 0-1 pitch on the way here shows bunt and gets the bunt down. Play will be made 3-4 putout as Turner throws to Reynolds for out number 1. Heading to second is Kinley. Runner on second, 1 away. That'll bring Madison Carter to the plate. 383 hitter, homer, 37 RBIs. She popped out to short her first time up. First pitch is ripped through the right side for a base hit. Being held at third is the runner, Kinley. And Carter is on first. The Bears have runners at the corners with 1 away here in the top of the 4th. As they pick up their first base hit of the ball game there, a ball that was ripped through the right side. Like we'll have a little strategy meeting on the mound for the Saints here. And when the meeting concludes, it'll be Mackenzie Cates to come to the plate, who drew a walk her first time up. Cates had a pretty rough conference tournament as well. Hit against Newberry, but 0 for 3 against Tusculum, 0 for 2 against Carson Newman, and 0 for 2 against Cokers. Will now have a pitcher head down to the Limestone bullpen. Runners on the corners, 1 away, and Cates will step into the box. So this Lenoir-Rhyne team, who averages almost 7 runs a game, they've been held scoreless here so far and just picked up their first hit of the inning. This is the first time they've had multiple runners on in an inning as well. Smith stares in, and she will come set and deliver. Pitch high and away for ball 1. Well, she's been in control for the most part, but looks like her command might be off a little bit here in this top of the 4th inning. She'll step back out on the mound. And the pitch is hit past the third baseman into left field, so the Bears will be able to score their first run of the ball game. They have back-to-back singles. Carter will head to second. Cates at first. Coming in to score is Kinley. So it's now all of a sudden a 2-1 ball game, and with a dangerous lineup for Lenoir-Rhyne. This is certainly the start to what could be a big inning for the Bears as Madison Poe comes to the plate, 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And time will be called once again by Smith. Didn't like the signs, it seemed, there. So she'll step back onto the rubber in the circle and delivers. Ball is high for ball 1. So all of a sudden, started with a leadoff walk for Courtney Smith on the mound, and she has really struggled giving up back-to-back hits and a walk as well. The only out Saints have gotten was via a sacrifice. That ball down and away for ball 2. And now a dangerous pitch going to be delivered to Madison Poe, who came into this ball game with a .357 average, has driven in 26 runners. So does hit the ball pretty well. And a base hit here could potentially tie this ball game. An extra base hit might give the Bears the lead. 2-0 pitch is on the way. Ball is fouled off down the third base line. And the pitch here, once again fouled off over the third base dugout. Poe in the conference tournament picked up 3 hits in 11 tries. So a smidge under 300. Trying to pick up a base hit here. And could get the tying run to third. And now time called once again. And it looks like might be having some issues with the signs, as time has been called a couple of times by Limestone in this inning, having to do with those signs being communicated. The pitch here is hit to third, and the Saints will be able to turn a double play to get out of the inning as Poe hit a liner to third, and it was Shelton who was able to throw to second to double off Carter there, and the Saints able to keep their lead intact, even though Lenoir-Rhyne able to score a run in this top of the 4th inning. We head to the bottom half. It's 2-1 in favor of the Saints here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
I coined my definition of success in 1934. My definition of success is peace of mind attained only through self-satisfaction in knowing you made the effort to do the best of which you're capable. It's like reputation and character. Reputation is what others perceive you to be. Character is what you are.
It's on us, all of us, to make sexual assault unacceptable.
Take the pledge at itsonus.org and be a part of the solution.
We are challenging every Division II campus to take the pledge, to make a statement, and to make sexual assault unacceptable, because
it's on us!
And the first pitch of the inning missed inside for ball 1, as it's Sydney Turner at the plate. She doubled and scored in the second inning. So 2-0 count. It's Cindy Miller back in the circle for the Bears. A 2-0 pitch, low for ball 3. Our goal here will be to try to keep Limestone from answering the one Lenoir-Rhyne run in the top of the 4th. And the 3-0 pitch missed low and in for ball 4, and not a great start if you're Miller in the circle, as it's a 4-pitch walk to start the inning. That'll bring up Tori Noland, who is able to reach on an error her last time up. And the first pitch here shows bunt, but bunt not laid down. And scrambling back to first is Turner. Pitch missed for ball 1. And the 1-0 missed inside for ball 2. Nolan was able to get the start in 2 of the 4 games in the conference tournament for Limestone. She appeared in 3 of them, 0 for 1 against North Greenville. And went 0 for 2 against King and 0 for 2, but did score 2 runs against Pfeiffer. So Nolan showing even if she isn't able to get a hit, she can still in the meantime pick up or be productive by scoring runs. She picked up 2 walks in that Pfeiffer game as well. Looks like we're going to have a lengthy conversation here. Yeah, as Amy Yates conversing with her 7-hole hitter. And the designated player today. 2-0 pitch. He has hit the third. Lenoir-Rhyne going to try to turn a double play, and they're not able to, as designated as Noland is able to just beat the throw there. Look like ball might have gotten stuck in the glove of Poe at second. She had gotten that transfer quickly. Bears might have been able to turn and around the horn double play. They're able to get the lead runner nonetheless. And there's 1 out in the inning. First pitch here outside for ball 1. As it's now the 8-hole hitter, Shelton, coming to the plate. 1-0 pitch has popped foul over the screen. And the count even and a ball and a strike. Shelton's 0 for 1, grounded out to second in the bottom of the second. And the 1-1 pitch is hit in the air. Shallow left center. Coming on to make the catch is Keller in left. That'll be out number 2 of the inning. After a leadoff walk, a fielder's 5-4 fielder's choice and a fly out to left. Being there 2 outs in the inning, and that'll bring Shea Reynolds to the plate. He was 0 for 1 with a fly out to left. Her first time up. First pitch finds the zone for strike 1. Reynolds came in with 4 hits in 12 tries in the conference tournament for Limestone. So swinging a pretty hot bat at the bottom part of this lineup. And count here, a ball and a strike. If you could perhaps find your way on, if you're Reynolds, you've got Mabry, who has one of the higher averages on the team, as she's able to find her way on and will be on via a single. So runners on first and second here. 2 outs in the inning, and the aforementioned Mabry will come to the plate. 0 for 1, grounded out to short in the first and also walked in the third. And with 2 outs, we'll have another strategy meeting at the mound for Lenoir-Rhyne as they're trying to keep Limestone from answering the 1 run they scored in the top of the 4th and perhaps adding more and adding to this lead. It's a 2-1 score. Bears or Lenoir-Rhyne able to pick up a run on 2 hits and have committed an error. Limestone 2 runs on 5 hits. They have played errorless softball. As now it looks like everybody's on the same page And Mabry will step to the plate. First pitch over the heart of the plate for strike one. One of the hotter hitters in this lineup. 9 hits and 15 tries, so it's 600 average in the conference tournament. The pitch here hit into center field. That's going to get down. Runner rounding third, and a ball misplayed in center. Mabry, though, will be thrown out at second. The run will count, so Limestone will get the run back, and they will be able to answer Lenoir-Rhyne's run in the top of the fourth. We're through 4 complete, though, and it's a 3-1 lead in favor of Limestone here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
I coined my definition of success in 1934. My definition of success is peace of mind attained only through self-satisfaction in knowing you made the effort to do the best of which you're capable. It's like reputation and character. Reputation is what others perceive you to be. Character is what you are.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun, no one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub, with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
8-9-1 due up for the Bears here in the top of the 5th inning, as they will look to score some more runs in the top of the 5th, not even close to being on average or on their way to their average number of runs scored in a game, as they score almost 7 runs a game. They've been held to 1 run, but really put together a nice extended inning in the 4th, as it took a line-out double play to get Courtney Smith out of that inning. And the first pitch on the way here, outside for ball 1. Still Smith on the mound. Started the inning, last inning, by walking the leadoff hitter Kinley, who would come around to score, as the Bears had back-to-back singles after a sacrifice bunt. 1-0 pitch, and a bunt laid down there, and the runner, it's like she was in the box, so that'll be a foul ball. If that ball had hit her while she was outside the batter's box, it would have been an out. But the count even here, to ball and a strike. Killer was hit by a pitch her first time up. And shows bunt again. Smith back with a pitch, and that ball is hit to short. Nice play made by Thornton. The throw not going to be in time. As a speedy Killer able to pick up an infield single there. Still a base after being hit by a pitch in the 3rd, showing her speed coming into play here in this ball game. She's on first with nobody out for the number 9 hitter Cassie Healy, who struck out her first time up. And the first pitch here over the outer 3rd, just above the belt for strike 1. So Smith already going to have to battle some adversity in this inning. Already had an infield single hit against her as the 0-1. Down and away for ball 1. See if Lenoir-Rhyne up to trying to bunt the runner over here. And the 1-1. And that ball is slapped to 3rd. Shelton going to make the throw across the infield to Turner for out number 1. So 5-3 put out does just about the same job as the bunt. Heading to second is a speedy Killer. And flip the lineup, and Aaron Boone will come to the plate, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of flyouts to center. Very good base runner, so if you can get her to hit the ball in the air, you've done a pretty good job as a pitcher, and Smith has been able to do that twice in this ball game. And this now becomes the key at bat in the inning. Boone from the left-handed batter's box. Square now with the pitcher and turns back. That pitch on the outside corner for strike one. Yeah, Smith able to paint the outside corner there. Gets ahead of the dangerous leadoff hitter for Lenoir-Rhyne. And now time will be called. And the 0-1 pitch is on the way. Down and away. Count even at a ball and a strike. Smith tried to go back to that outside corner, just missed that time. Bears trying to get within a single run for the second consecutive inning. 1-1 pitch. Outside corner for strike two. She's been able to hit that outside corner twice in this at bat. So ball and 2 strikes now. Lenoir-Rhyne able to get their first hit of the ball game and first run last inning. And the 1-2 delivery is on the way. Ball is fouled off over the screen just to the side of the grandstand. Smith back, delivers, away for ball 2, count even. Seems like the pace of this game has really slowed down considerably in the last inning or two. Smith, especially on the mound for Limestone, taking a long time to get her signs. Looks like she's trying to get an extra break in between pitches as well. And is ready here. That pitch has popped up, foul territory, and Shelton will make the catch for out number 2. So a key pop foul out for Smith there, and 2 away now as Christina Walker will come to the plate. She's 0 for 2 with a pair of ground outs. Grounded out to short in the first, grounded out to the pitcher in the third. Smith stares in. And she's finally ready. Catches the outside corner for strike one. She's been able to find that corner with a lot more regularity here in this inning. Started off with a leadoff single to Killer. He was able to advance to second on a ground out third. At the pop foul by Boone now means there's 2 away. And the 0-1. That ball is hit to third. And Shelton will throw to Turner for out number 3. So the leadoff single goes nowhere for Lenoir-Rhyne. We're through 4.5. That's 3-1 in favor of Limestone here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Cheer for the stumbles. The he shoulda had that's. And the tears that linger. For in those moments, greatness lies. There, you will find the provoked, the determined, the unified. It's in those moments that champions are born.
Think of the NCAA as a marching band. We wouldn't stop with halftime. We'd be full-time, celebrating student athletes in everything they do. Okay, so don't think of us as a marching band. Think of us as a spirit squad. Well, just know we're always there for student athletes.
So a new pitcher in the circle for Lenoir-Rhyne. It's Brandy Parks making her 33rd appearance. She's got a 21-2 record, an ERA of 1.57. Has thrown 16 complete games, 8 shutouts, saved 2 ball games, 165 in the third innings, 141 hits, 51 runs, 37 of them earned, 63 walks, 129 strikeouts. The pitch here, low for ball 1. And the 1-0 missed low for ball 2. As it's the 2-hole hitter Thornton at the plate. So for 2 with a fly out and a ground out. Actually laid down a bunt in the third inning. It's retired 1-4. It was a 2-1. It's hit right back up the middle. That'll land in front of Boone and center. So a leadoff single for Limestone. It'll be Caroline Hill to come to the plate. Singled in the first and was thrown out 9-4, trying to advance to second. Also grounded out 4-3 in the third. First pitch here, away for ball 1. So we get a momentary reprieve from sun beating down on us with one single solitary little cloud in the sky. And the pitch is hit right back at the pitcher, and no play will be made as Parks was able to glove that ball but unable to throw anybody out. So runners on first and second. Nobody out. Two on, nobody out. That'll bring up the 4-hole hitter, Emma Swearingen. She's got a couple of hits in this ball game, a single and a double. And the pitch finds the zone for strike 1. So Limestone with back-to-back singles to start this bottom of the 5th inning. The 0-1 pitch is hit up the middle and through for a base hit, rounding third, coming home and scoring is Thornton, and it's now a 4-1 lead in favor of Limestone as 3 straight singles have started this inning off for the Saints. Headed to second is Hill, and that'll bring Macy Parker to the plate. We'll have another visit to the mound here. Now, relief pitcher Brandy Parks, who had a pretty microscopic ERA coming into this ball game, 1.57, has been greeted rudely with 3 straight singles by Limestone. Still nobody out in the inning either, so a potential for the Saints to tack on a couple of runs here, add to their lead. It's a 3-run lead as it stands. They were able to get single runs in the second, the third, and the fourth. Lenoir-Rhyne able to get their only run in the fourth. It looks like we'll have a pinch runner at second base for Caroline Hill as well. It'll be Kara Phillips. First pitch here, bunt shown, drawn back, and the count of ball and no strikes. Phillips scored 2 runs on the year for Limestone. He's yet to attempt is 0 for 1 in the stolen base department as that bunt is laid down. The throw made to first by Cates, so it goes 5-4. Runners move up to second and third, though. One away, and Limestone with a chance to perhaps blow this game open with a base hit here. That'll bring Sidney Turner to the plate, who's doubled, scored, and walked in the fourth. The first pitch finds its own for strike one. So you've already given up one more run this inning. And if you're Lenoir-Rhyne and you're thinking, just want to try to get a strikeout or something here, try to get a result to where another run doesn't come in, because even though you are a pretty good scoring team and hit the ball well, Courtney Smith has really had your number today if you're a Bear hitter. Park's not a big strikeout pitcher, 129 and 165.1 innings. 0-2 pitch, outside for ball one. And the pitch here is fouled off into the netting in front of the Saint dugout. And looking at the Limestone team, Courtney Smith, 17-5, not even their statistically best pitcher, still could bring Josie Webb in from the bullpen as well to close this one out. As a 1-2 hit up the middle, play is made at short by Carter. She'll get the out at first, but coming in to score is Hill, so it's now a 5-1 run, 5-1 lead as another runner crosses the plate. Runner still on second with 2 away though. And we have a pinch hitter for Limestone, Haley Crouch, going to come into this ball game. So 200 hitter on the year, no homers and RBI. First pitch on the outside corner for strike one. The 1 pitch, missed the outside corner of the count, even at a ball and a strike. So the book's closed on the starter, Sydney Miller for Lenoir-Rhyne. 4 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them earned, 2 walks, no strikeouts. Pitch fouled off down the third base line. So far, Randy Parks has come into this ball game for the Bears, giving up 2 earned runs on 3 hits and 2/3 of an inning pitch. And the 1-2 just missed, like it was a little bit low, maybe below the shins for ball 2. So an even count to the pinch hitter Crouch. And the pitch is hit to third. Cates makes the play, throws to Landreth for out number 3, but Limestone able to push across 2 more runs, and they lead this ball game by 5-1 score as we head to the top of the 6th here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
What you've gained as a student will be just as important to you as what you did as a player. As long as you know that you made the effort to do the best of which you're capable, there's no failure. Success on 3.
There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes. And just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. with exclusive access.
This would be a great day to play perfect, wouldn't it?
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com, the home of college sports.
Part of the order due up for the Bears here in the top of the 6th inning, and it's getting pretty late in this ball game as they are down 5-1. They've only been able to scratch across a single run in the 4th inning, but they have the part of their lineup due up that they would want to, needing a rally with their final 6 outs. It's Courtney Smith back out on the mound for Limestone, was able to get a scoreless top of the 5th inning after giving up a leadoff single. First pitch here to the 3-hole hitter Kinley is low and in for ball 1. So from 1 with a walk, scored the only run of the game for the Bears in the 4th. Also flew out to center in the 1st. And Smith is finally ready, the 1-0. That ball is hit out to short, and Thornton going to make the throw to Turner for first for out number 1. So a nice start to the inning for the Saints. 6-3 putout. And since that 4th inning where it looked like Smith might have been running out of gas as she was really lost control of a couple of her pitches, she slowed the pace down a lot on the mound, and it's really helped her as she's been able to find the outside corner with a lot more regularity and has gotten a lot more results like that one. First pitch finds the outside corner right there on cue for strike 1. Caroline Hill re-enters the game defensively for Limestone and right. The pitch there fouled off down the third base line, and the count no balls, 2 strikes. So it's been pretty smooth sailing other than that top of the 4th inning for Smith. On the mound so far has given up only 1 run on, in 5 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 2 walks. And the pitch outside for ball 1. And Smith back with the 1-2. That ball is fouled off at the plate, nearing 80 pitches on the mound for the Saints. Hasn't had to work too hard. At the plate, it's Sydney Landreth for Lenoir-Rhyne, 0 for 1 with a sacrifice and a fly out to right. And the 1-2 just missed the outside corner. It's been Smith's favorite spot the last 2 or so innings. And the 2-2. Ball is fouled off down the right field line. That'll get out of play. Landreth came into this ball game on a little bit of a rough stretch. In her last 5 games has only picked up 2 hits in 15 tries. 2-2 pitch is hit into shallow right field and just over the outstretched glove of Reynolds. So a base hit with 1 away here for Landreth. So 1 out single. And does it look like a little bit of a mix-up between the officials there. And it looks like we'll have a pinch runner, and it'll be Ashton Hinkle for the Bears. Ashton has scored 17 runs for the Bears this year. He's also been able to steal 3 bases as the pitch there is fouled off down the left field line by the 5-hole hitter Carter. Carter is 1 for 2, popped out to short in the second, singled. Thrown out in the 4th inning. That 0-1 is hit into shallow right field. It's going to get past the right fielder Hill, and runners will move to second and third. So single and an error will allow the runner to head to second, so it'll be a single, and the error moves the runners up. And with that, another meeting on the mound as Smith for Limestone has not really been hit hard in this inning, but a couple of bleeders have allowed Lenoir-Rhyne to get a couple of runners in scoring position here with 1 away. Base hit here brings in 2 runs, would cut the deficit in half. As the Bears are down to 5 outs in their first game of this regional. Game 1 of the regional was played earlier this afternoon. Featured number 1 seeded Nighthawks, number 1 in the Southeast in total, facing the number 8 seed North Greenville. North Greenville able to pick up a 2-1 win in what was a classic pitcher's duel that was won by Amanda Coffrin. Seen another good pitching performance here from Courtney Smith. In a little bit of trouble here now as Kinsey Cates comes to the plate. And the first pitch, Florence the inside corner for strike 1. Sounds like there's a little bit of discontent with the Bears fans. And the 0-1 just missed, hitting Cates inside. As it looked like Smith came up and in. Count even now. So a key at bat in the inning here for Lenoir-Rhyne if they want to move within striking distance in the rest of this ball game. As a 1-1 pitch is hit in the air in foul territory. That'll land in the Limestone bullpen. Ball and 2 strikes now. So Smith 1 pitch away from getting a key out in this inning, but also 1 pitch away from giving up a couple of runs potentially. And back with the 1-2. Ball misses down and in. Good pitcher's pitch there, and Cates able to lay off. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2 pitch is on the way. Ball is ripped down the left field line. That'll get a couple of runs in. And headed to second, and now trying to advance to third, and advancing to third is Cates. So Lenoir-Rhyne able to get a hit. It'll be a hit and an error that will allow the runner to head to third. So the Bears in business here with still only 1 out in the top of the 6th inning. Looks like that'll be the end of the line in this ball game for Courtney Smith. We'll tell you about the new pitcher on the other side of this break here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Softball Championship, May 25th through 29th at Moyer Park in Salem, Virginia. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
Enough. Yeah, I'm over it.
We shouldn't need commercials to tell you we're powerful.
No thanks. Genders don't play sports. Athletes do.
And the new pitcher for the Saints will be number 14, Josie Weber, who was the other very good pitcher on this team for Limestone. A 21-4 record, making her 27th appearance. ERA of 1.69. She's thrown 17 complete games this season. 149 and a third innings pitched. 127 hits, 42 runs, 36 of them earned. 36 walks, 95 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .230 against her. And at the plate is Madison Poe. The 0-1 pitch to her has hit down the left field line, foul, as she tried to put that ball exactly where Cates put it in the last at bat to drive in a couple of runs. And now no balls, 2 strikes. So Weber way ahead here of the number 7 hitter for Lenoir-Rhyne. Back in the circle. And looking to try to get the second out of this inning. The 0-2 pitch. Just missed the outside corner. Strikeout here would be key. The infield in for Limestone, trying to keep that runner at third from scoring. And the 1-2 pitch is hit to third. Play will be made by Shelton. The throw to first, low but dug out nicely by Turner at first. So a nice job there by Shelton of looking the runner back, throwing to first, and indeed Weber able to get that key out, number 2 in the inning. That'll bring up the number 8 hitter, Dakota Keller, who's been hit by a pitch and has also singled in this ball game. First pitch here is hit in the air into left center field, and it'll be Swearington to make the catch for out number 3. So Josie Weber able to come in and get the final 2 outs of the inning. We head to the bottom half of the 6th. Limestone still leading by a 5-3 score here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
There are over 480,000 college athletes. Only 2% would go pro. That means over 470,000 will not get a shoe contract. No autographs. No private jets. No fan clubs. No Hall of Fame inductions. Instead, they will walk away with something much more valuable.
Enough. Yeah, I'm over it.
We shouldn't need commercials to tell you we're powerful.
No thanks. Genders don't play sports. Athletes do.
And Sierra Shelton going to lead it off for Limestone here in the bottom of the 6th inning, 0 for 2. Ground out and a fly out. Face Brandy Parks, who came on last inning for Lenoir-Rhyne in relief. The first pitch there, cut on and missed for strike one. Parks came on for Sidney Miller, who got the start and through 4 innings, gave up 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them earned, 2 walks, no strikeouts. Also closed the book on Limestone starter Courtney Smith, who went 5 1/3, 6 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, 2 walks and a strikeout. 1-1 pitch here is fouled off down the third base line. And an unsuspecting fan got quite a fright down there. Ball and 2 strikes now. So the Bears trying to keep it at 2. Try to score 2, if not 3, in the top of the inning. And if they're not able to tie the ball game up, then Limestone will, of course, win the game, and they'll move on to the 10 a.m. game tomorrow to face North Greenville. And the 2-2 pitch is cut on and missed. A nice job by Kinley behind the plate to hold on to that one. So a strikeout to start the inning for Parks. That'll bring up the 9-hole cutter, Shea Reynolds, who's 1 for 2 with a single. And the first pitch, high and away for ball 1. So the corner's in for Lenoir-Rhyne here. Outfield in left, center, and right, playing shallow as well. The 1-0 pitch finds its own for strike 1. Reynolds, a hitter that likes to hit the ball on the ground, try to slap one past the corner infielders and get on base. And the 1-1 is popped up on the infield. Cates calls everyone off, makes the catch for out number 2. So a strikeout and a pop-up to third is how we start this bottom of the 6th inning. And that'll bring Bailey Mabry to the plate. She is 1 for 2 with a walk and a single. If the Bears are able to keep Limestone scoreless in this inning, they'll have 9-1-2 due up, so they'll have the top of the order coming up with the chance to tie or win the ball game and try to move into the winner's bracket game. If they lose, they have to play host North Georgia tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Excuse me. 1-0 pitch here finds its own for strike 1. Parks delivers a 1-1 that's hit back to her. She'll throw to first for out number 3. So a quick 3-up, 3-down inning for the Bears. They'll head to the top of the 7th with 3 outs to tie the ball game up as they're down 5-3 to Limestone here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
It starts right when you hit the court. You imagine your finest moment. The game-winning shot that gets you to the dance. A monster dunk or no-look pass, and cutting down the net. Sports lets us dream of our own success and prepare us for our finest moments on and off the court.
Hey, Banks. Have a seat and let me make you uncomfortable. Up those grades, son, or the only position you'll be playing in college is sitting on me. You're still awake? Have a seat on old Mr. Bench. At least your buns will fall asleep.
Is this the one about the high school hotshot who gets benched in college?
Hey, Manti, move down.
It's a tearjerker!
And it'll be a pinch hitter for Lenoir-Rhyne here in the top of the 7th inning. Pinch hitter is number 32, Mackenzie Swain. Swain's a .256 hitter, 2 homers, 13 RBIs on the year. Lenoir-Rhyne need 2 to tie, 3 to take the lead in this ball game. First pitch over the outer third for strike one. And it's Josie Weber back on the mound, was able to get a ground out and fly out to end the threat from Lenoir-Rhyne in the top of the 6th inning. And the 1-1 is on the way. Found the inside corner for strike two. As it looked like Swain was trying to bend out of the way of that one, but Weber got the call, so ball and 2 strikes here. And she's looking to preserve this lead for Limestone and the win. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball off the outside corner. Swain chased and came up empty. So 1 out here in the inning. And that'll bring the top of the order and Aaron Boone to the plate. Boone has been held hitless, hit the ball in the air 3 times, 2 flyouts to center, and she popped out to third her last time up in the 5th. And the first pitch here from Weber missed high for ball 1. It's been a ball game that Limestone has led throughout. Lenoir-Rhyne made it a 2-run game in the 6th. That ball is hit up the middle, and Boone hits the ball on the ground for the first time today, and it's successful for her as that ball up the middle for her first hit. So a speedy runner on for Lenoir-Rhyne that could cause trouble on the base paths. Boone 7 for 9 and stolen base attempts. Christina Walker coming to the plate. She's 8 for 9 in stolen base attempts, but she's 0 for 3 today with 3 groundouts. First pitch here, low for ball 1. And anticipating perhaps a slap or a bunt. Turner at first comes in front of the bag for Limestone. Infield shortens up on the left side as well. Reynolds at second playing normal depth. The 1-0 pitch. Missed outside for ball 2. So a 2-0 count to the number 2 hitter Walker. And the pitch, low for ball 3. So after the single by Boone, Weber has now thrown 3 straight balls to the number 2 hitter for Lenoir-Rhyne, and you've got a very dangerous Sarah Kinley on deck. So you wanted to try to get to her with 2 away in the inning. The 3-0 pitch finds its own for strike 1, or even potentially not even make it her in this inning, but the single gives Lenoir-Rhyne a chance to get arguably their best hitter to the plate with a chance to make a difference in this ball game. 3-1 pitch on the way. Missed low and away for ball 4. So a single and a walk back-to-back. Runners on first and second, 1 away. And that'll bring Kinley to the plate. He was 0 for 2. Flew out to center at first. A ground out to short in the 6th. Walked and scored the first run of the game for the Bears in the 4th. It's like Turner at first, still going to play in front of the bag. Everybody else backs up and plays normal depth. And the first pitch here over the outer third at the belt for strike 1. So Weber comes back with a first strike there after walking the previous batter on 5 pitches. The 0-1 pitch Ball is popped foul over the first base. Actually, it hits off the light pole. Looked like it was destined to head over the Lenoir-Rhyne dugout. But either way, no balls, 2 strikes now on Kinley, with the opportunity to tie the ball game up here with 1 swing of the bat. Got a very good pitcher, a very good hitter going at it here, and Kinley able to foul that one back to the screen. She's able to stay alive in the at-bat. Wind was whipping earlier in the ball game, not blowing quite so hard anymore, but it does look like a breeze is blowing right to left in the outfield. So that favors right-handed hitters who could try to pull a ball and hit it over the wall in left field. The 0-2 is hit in the air, shallow left field, but a nice catch made by the shortstop Thornton, who made an over-the-shoulder grab on a ball that looked destined to fall for a base hit. The runner's able to get back. But what a play by the shortstop. 2 outs. And the 4-hole hitter, Sydney Landreth, will come to the plate. She singled, laid down a sacrifice bunt, and flied out to right. And that play right there could change the complexion of this ball game completely. The first pitch low and away for ball 1, instead of having the bases loaded potentially and 1 away with your full 4-hole hitter up. Now Limestone just 1 out away from closing out this victory. Weber on the mound and delivers. Just missed outside for ball 2. On deck is Madison Carter, who's got 2 hits in this ball game for the Bears. And the 2-0 delivery. Missed high for ball 3. And so now Weber way behind Landreth, 3 balls, no strikes. Landreth only 4 homers, but has hit 22 doubles this season, so very good gap power. 3-0 pitch, finds its own over the heart of the plate for strike 1. So the count, 3 balls and a strike. Still a dangerous pitch to be made to a very dangerous hitter at the plate for Lenoir-Rhyne, who are looking to try to keep this inning alive. Need 2 runs to tie this ball game up. The 3-1 pitch is hit in the air to center field, and Swearingen will make the catch for out number 3, and Limestone able to take this game by a 5-3 score. They will move on to take on North Greenville in tomorrow's game at 10 a.m. And Lenoir-Rhyne with the loss will take on North Georgia in an elimination game tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. We're going to go to a short break. When we come back, we'll wrap this one up for you here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
This is why we love sports. It's in the way they play, free from the pressures and all the money talk. Playing for simply the love of the game, where everyone has a shot at their definition of success on and off the field. This is what we love about sports, and what we can still love about college sports.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Softball Championship, May 25th through 29th at Moyer Park in Salem, Virginia. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
This would be a great day to play perfect, wouldn't it?
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com, the home of college sports.
So it's a 5-3 win for Limestone in game number 2 of Southeast Regional number 1. So the Saints will head on to the winner's bracket game tomorrow against North Greenville to be played at 10 a.m. With the loss, Lenoir-Rhyne dropped down to elimination game to be played tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Those games were originally scheduled for 2 hours later than they are now originally scheduled for, but weather has caused those to be moved up, so be aware of that as the game times have now moved up from when they were originally scheduled. But the 5-3 win here in game 2, picking up the win, is Courtney Smith for Limestone. She'll move to 18-5 on the year. Sydney Miller picks up the loss. She drops to 14-8, and Josie Weber picks up her first save of the season, and what a time to do it in an NCAA regional game. In the win, Smith for the Saints went 5 1/3, gave up 6 hits, 3 runs. All of them earned 2 walks, a strikeout. Josie Weber, an inning and 2/3, a hit, no runs, a walk, and a strikeout. Sydney Miller in the loss, 4 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them earned 2 walks, no strikeouts. Brandy Parks came out of the bullpen and gave up 3 hits over 2 innings, 2 runs, and a strikeout. Limestone were led at the plate by Bailey Mabry, who was 1 for 3 with a run and an RBI. Emma Swearingen had a pretty good game out of the 4-hole, 3 for 3 with a couple RBIs. Sydney Turner also 1 for 2 with a run and an RBI for the Saints. Lenoir-Rhyne led at the plate by Mackenzie Cates, who went 2 for 2 with all 3 of their RBIs, drove in all 3 runs. Runs scored by Sarah Kinley, who went 0 for 3. Run scored by Madison Carter, who went 2 for 3 with that run. And the other one by Ashton Hinkle, who was a pinch hitter for pinch runner for Sydney Landreth. So the 5-3 score is how we close out day number 1 of the regional number 1 in the Southeast. We'll have 3 games for you tomorrow, and we'll have the championship game set for you at the end of the game tomorrow for all of us here at the Nighthawk Sports Network. We say have a good evening, and we'll see you tomorrow.